Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Breaking barriers within the NFL, the Raiders filled two key positions, a new president and vice president of HR. Hear from the Raiders' new president herself.
I am not here to sweep anything under the rug or avoid problems or concerns that need to be addressed. The fact is I accepted this role because I believe in the promise of the Raiders. I believe in the future of the Raiders.
Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour has more on this announcement and turmoil within the Raiders organization.
Yes, a big day for the Raiders as team owner Mark Davis introduced Sandra Douglas Morgan as the first black woman in NFL history to be the organization's new president. Heather DeSanto is now the new vice president of human resources. Morgan was also the first black woman to head the chair of the Nevada Gaming Control Board. The team has been without a president since the interim president was fired in May. DeSanto replaces former human resource director Jamie Stratton. However, a Review-Journal investigation revealed allegations of a hostile work environment from former employees and various lawsuits that have been filed against the organization.
DeSanto comes in at a perfect time for the Raiders. A lot of issues going on in the front office. She has a long history in HR, especially in Las Vegas. So it looks like she's the right person for the job coming in and trying to clean up some of these issues that apparently are going on over there at the Las Vegas Raiders headquarters. The
two hires mark the third major addition to the Raiders front office. Former player Marcel Reese was promoted to senior vice president, chief of staff in May.
In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada. Bank on accountability. This social media star with over 1 million followers is now making his mark on casino floors here in Vegas. Review-Journal's James Schaefer tells us how.
Who's that sexy devil right there?
In true YouTuber fashion, Brian Christopher's slot machine was played for the first time with one hand on the button and another holding a phone, live streaming it all to thousands of his viewers. The social media influencer unveiled Pop and Pays More, a slot machine featuring his likeness and created by Las Vegas-based manufacturer Gaming Arts at the Plaza.
It's the first celebrity of his kind to be on a machine.
Business reporter McKenna Ross has more.
Christopher is a really popular YouTuber who focuses on slots and gambling across the country. And so it's a really big deal for him to have a licensing deal for a slot machine.
And this won't be the last you see of the slots, as there are plans for Pop and Pays More to operate in several casinos around Vegas and tribal casinos as well. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In Lifestyle, sponsored by Visit Laughlin, an easygoing getaway filled with good food, good people, and good times on the river. For those who can't help falling in love with Elvis and looking like him, a new festival is bringing those folks back to Vegas. Elvis's longtime girlfriend Linda Thompson will host a 3-day festival starring Elvis impersonators from around the world, vying to win the Dream King contest. It kicks off Friday at the Westgate. Plus, NV Energy is asking any of you electric vehicle owners or future owners where it should add more EV charging stations here in Nevada. This is part of NV Energy's $100 million program to add 1,000 charging ports from now through 2024.
That plan is meant to accelerate transportation electrification and increase charging stations across the state through 5 programs, with a commitment to historically underserved communities and making sure that we're serving our tourism industry.
A Nevada law approved in 2019 requires the state to generate 50% of its electricity from renewable resources by 2030. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. Get ready for a hot evening. Temps still in the triple digits. Should cool to the 90s in the next hour, then 80s overnight. On to your Friday, the forecast now shows partly cloudy skies and some breezes blowing through with a high of 107 and low of 81 degrees. On Saturday, the skies should clear, but your highs inch up to 109 and the winds pick up to around 20 miles per hour. On Sunday, the winds should lessen, but it should get progressively hotter until Tuesday. In Health, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital. We're here for you when you need us. Governor Steve Sisolak announces new funding for childcare. The state plans to set aside $50 million to help cover childcare copays for families using state-subsidized programs.
This is going to put money in their pockets to help them with their daily and their monthly expenses, which is what our goal has been, to try to help on the inflation front and the cost of everything that they deal with.
Co-payments are calculated using a sliding scale fee that is based on a household size and income.
She says the scale will cover 1 to 7% of a family's income, the funding coming from the American Rescue Plan.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the mobile app today. Here at Allegiant Stadium, Mark Davis, the Raiders owner, introduced the new president for the team, Sandra Douglas Morgan, a historical hire for the team as well as the NFL. Here's what Raiders defensive end MAXX CROSBY had to say about the hire.
Since the day I got here, I fell in love with the family environment. Everybody here is truly here for each other, and that's what it's all about. You want to show up to work and trust the person that's next to you, from teammates to coaches to the president, things like that, and they just do a great job of implementing everyone together and creating a family environment.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Browns' odds to win the Super Bowl dropped from 60-1 to 16-1 at the Westgate Superbook in March after Cleveland acquired quarterback Deshaun Watson in a trade with the Houston Texans. But their odds have since soared back to 60-1 amid reports that the NFL wants to suspend Watson for the entire season. The Browns traded quarterback Baker Mayfield to the Carolina Panthers on Wednesday, but Cleveland's Super Bowl odds stayed at 60-1 at the Westgate. Carolina's odds also remained the same at 200-1.
In entertainment, meet the 22-year-old who is now the 72nd Miss Nevada after being crowned in Reno Friday night. Heather Renner says she wants to revolutionize Miss Nevada and make it more inclusive, calling herself an LGBTQ woman. She'll participate at the Miss America pageant in Connecticut later this year. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.